Have you lost your creativity? I made a video 7 years ago called How to Get Your Inspiration Back When You've Lost It. Yeah. And I was a very different person 7 years ago. And I was sort of, obviously, when I made it, I was feeling really inspired and I wanted to inspire other people. And, you know, you change, you get older. And I don't know, you know, we've been through COVID, the whole lot. And I'm a little bit different now. And but I stand by exactly what I said in that video. Go and have a look if you're feeling you need to get your mojo back. It tells you to, you know, just get new stuff in, but see new stuff, get new ideas, and take a break as well. You're probably working yourself too hard. But I had a comment on that video only 6 days ago from KB3146. Great name. So this is a really anonymous person, but I spent the last 6 days really worrying about this person, thinking, how do I respond? And how do I respond now as a different person as I was 7 years ago? KB3146 says, after 5 years of working as a graphic designer, I've lost my creativity. I'm drained and I don't know where to find it. Sad emoji. I completely understand. One thing, just keep going. Just keep going. But just saying to keep going isn't that helpful. And I spent the last 6 days really, this has been at the back of my mind the whole time thinking, I should say something, I should try to help this person. And at the back of my mind I think, well, they've watched this video, you know, they've either done already what I suggested, or they don't think that's enough, or they're that depressed or whatever that it's not getting through. I mean, if you're really that depressed, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist. If you are depressed, please go and seek help. Creative people, I think, are prone probably to depression and we talk about mental health these days. In the old days, it was like, I'm feeling a bit sad. Now it's mental health. But if you've got real problems, please go and seek help. But if it's just, you've kind of lost inspiration as a graphic designer, you've been working for 5 years and what am I doing this for? One thing then, you want to think, well, do you want to do something else? Is there something else that's calling you and you've just done your time? That is one possibility. There is also this scary possibility that you are being overtaken by AI and technologies. And, I started out as a graphic designer in instant print. You won't know what that is. There'd be these little shops on the high street and people would go in there and they would get their photocopying done there, and there'd be, and I would run the machines and I'd give me your piece of paper, I will photocopy your thing, because these were very expensive machines. You didn't let Joe Public do their own photocopy, and you would charge them per sheet. And then we would also sort of print letterheads and stuff like that, local business kind of stuff. And that's kind of where I learned my trade, rubbing down Letraset and designing letterhead, stuff like that. And while I was doing that, I thought, oh, this is my job. It was soon taken over, and the Apple computers came along. All those skills I'd learned were kind of transferred over onto the computer. So, we used to literally cut and paste down bits of paper, and that's now cut and paste on the computer. So those skills have sort of been transferred, but that job has just gone. And I think probably the role now of a graphic designer is probably changing. And you might find you're becoming an AI prompter. Is that such a satisfying job? It's not as inspiring, is it? And so that might be one of the problems. But like I said, I've been really thinking about this the past few days and gelling lots of thoughts that have been swirling around in my head for the last few years. And it's sort of coming together. So thank you very much, KB3146, for sort of making me focus. Do you know what I think it could be? Is this whole internet culture, social media and everything has distorted the idea of creativity. What do I mean by that? Way back when I first started out doing that in this little shop upstairs in the little shop, and I was sort of working away, cutting bits of paper up and moving them around and photocopying them. It was all about service. It was all about the customer. This was a little town. There'd be a plumber, a builder would come in looking really embarrassed. They're setting up their business. This is a big moment for them. They're setting up their business. I need some business cards. And so and they're TJ Smith or something. So you say, right, TJS Enterprises or something. So you'd choose a font for them and you'd print, design something which is so basic, really, when I look back, compared to the things you can do on computer now. But they come back in a week's time to pick up their little pack of business cards, and they'd look at it and they'd be just chuffed to bits. And there was their name, and there was their logo that you designed for them. Something really simple. It's just 3 letters probably. And then next week you would see their van going past with those letters on the side, TJ Enterprises or whatever. It was about service, and it was about understanding the client, understanding what they wanted, and giving them what they wanted. And somewhere that has all changed, I think, in the world of creativity. Particularly here on YouTube, for instance. So when I started out here, it was all about, I want to show you how to draw something. And I'm going to show you how to draw something. And here, look, this is how you draw something. But now it's all about, how can I make that thumbnail so compelling that they're going to be tricked almost into clicking it. And then I've got to make the first 30 seconds so compelling, and maybe nothing to do with the rest of the video, but so compelling that they've got to watch it. So that the algorithm sort of gives me more watch time and pushes me up. And it's not about the thing, it's not about the service, it's not about what it is you're trying to give anymore. It's kind of about tricking, it's about influencing, and it's all about me as the creator trying to influence you to do something, to buy something, to click an advert, to do something or whatever. And the creativity has been kind of lost somewhere, and the point of the creativity has become pointless. So that might be what is going on in your world. And it'd be really I would really love to see the comments fill up on this one, to see if you agree with me and to see what you think. So my advice, and this is just me, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional, I'm just a guy who sits in a shed. I've written lots of children's books, I've made lots of videos. I got no qualifications except for my experience and the time that I've lived on this planet, thinking a lot about this stuff. To KB3146, who says, after 5 years of working as a graphic designer, I've lost my creativity, I'm drained, I don't know where to find it. Find it in your customers. Get to know them, get to know what it is you're doing. It might be that you're sat at a desk somewhere and somebody plumps a folder down, or see how old I am now. So you get a Slack message or something saying, this is the next job, and you never even meet the customer and you don't know what it's about. Try and turn things around to find out who the customer is, and to get to know them, to get to understand their business, to give them what they want, and not just to give them what they want, to give them more than what they want, to give them more value than they're actually paying for, because then they'll come back, because they know they can trust you, and you build a relationship, and it becomes a human thing rather than just jobs coming through on the internet. This has been a light bulb moment, and this is something I have known all my life, because I started out that way, and the world has changed, and maybe somehow we need to bring the world back from this influence madness, from this social media madness, to real people, doing real work, providing real value to real people who will go away happy. And when they do, you will feel happy too. Thanks for watching. Like I say, I would really love to know what you think about this, because I've got lots of sort of ideas spinning around on this, so I'd like to know whether you agree, if you think I'm totally crazy, or if you'd like me to talk more about this, or if you think I can help by spending 6 days thinking about your problem too. Thanks for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to the Shoe Rainer Drawing channel, which I think is maybe becoming Shoe Rainer Drawing on the Lessons of Life rather than drawing on bits of paper. I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.